everyone, Amber here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 6 of my 12 Days of Craftmas series here on YouTube. We are now officially halfway through the series and I am super excited to share today's project with you guys because it's adorable and easy to make and just super cute and perfect for the holiday season. So we are going to be making some of these cute little window treat bags. They are perfect for handing out to family, friends, and coworkers during the holiday season. They would make a perfect party favor bag. They hold about 7 Hershey Kisses, give or take, so perfect little treat bag size. So we are just going to dive right into making them. You are going to need paper and acetate and some adhesive. Those are the 3 main things you are going to need to make these little treat bags. Alright, so first off you're going to need a piece of paper that measures 6 inches by 5.5 inches. And we only have to make 5 score lines. So I'm just using this little scoreboard that I have. And on the 6-inch side, we are going to add some score lines. If you are using a piece of paper that has a specific pattern, make sure that the pattern is facing upwards when you are adding those score lines in. So again, on the 6-inch side, we are going to score at 1 inch, 2 3/4 inch, 3 3/4 inch, and 5.5 inches. Then you are going to rotate the paper once to the right, and you are going to score at 1 inch. And that is all the scoring you have to do for this project. Super simple. Now adding a window is totally optional. You can just skip that part and you would just have a plain box like this that you can then decorate. Also, if you have a die set, that would make adding a window much easier. However, I don't have a die set or a die machine or anything like that, so I'm just going to kind of old school it and do it by hand. So you will see that you have 4 score lines along the 6-inch side, and the one that's on the left side is a thinner one and the one that's on the right side is a bit thicker. So the box next to that is what is going to be the front of our bag, and that is where we want to add the window. So to add the window, I have a little template that I made from some chipboard. You can use paper, chipboard, cardboard, anything like that, or you can just measure it out by hand before you cut it. So this measures 1 inch by 2 inches, and all I'm going to do is just center it so that there is an even amount of space on either side here, and then about 1/2 inch of space up from the bottom. And then I'm just going to take a pencil and trace around it. And all you have to do now is just cut this out. So you can use an X-Acto knife, scissors, whatever you have to do that. I am just going to take my paper trimmer, which is this old thing, and I'm just going to take my time and carefully line up the trimmer with the pencil marks and just carefully cut it out. Guys, so here is my little window cut out. I did go a little bit over on some of them, some of the lines when I was cutting, but you can't really tell, especially once the candy is in and you have your decorations on, you won't be able to notice. So the next step is to add some acetate to the back here to create the nice little windows so the candy doesn't go spilling everywhere. So I'm just going to use some 1/4 inch double-sided tape from Joann's, and I'm just going to apply it to all 4 sides. Alright, so once you have your adhesive down, then you are going to take a piece of acetate that measures 3 inches by 1 7/8 of an inch, and we are just going to line that up as evenly as we can. And then make sure that it is nice and secured down, and I like to just use my scoring tool to do this. And now we have created the little window here. So the next step is to do some cutting, and then we are going to assemble our bag. So I'm just going to take my scissors, and on this thin little piece that we have here, we are going to cut out the little rectangle at the bottom. And that's what you should have now. And then we are just going to separate the rectangles from the squares on the bottom here. So we're just going to cut along the remaining 3 lines. Alright, and then you should have a rectangle, square, rectangle, square. And the next step is to fold up on all of the score lines that we've made. Now it's time to adhere the bag together. So what you want to do is just fold up so that you have something like this, and we are just going to apply some of our tape right along this little thin strip here, and you want to get it as close to this outer edge as you can. And then you are just going to take this little flap right here and just fold it over so that those 2 edges meet, and then just secure that down. Alright, so now you can see here that we have our little bag forming, and all that's left to do is just close up the bottom. So to do that, you first want to fold in the 2 smaller flaps on the side, and then you're going to fold in the back one, which is the one that doesn't have the window. And then you're going to fold over the front and then just glue that down. And now you should have something that looks like this. And next is to fill it up with some goodies. So I have some crinkle paper here, and I just like to add this as a decoration as well as a little cushion for the candy. And since this bag is a bit longer, I'm just going to use my ruler to kind of stuff that crinkle paper down towards the bottom. Alright, and now we get to add the little treats. So you can put candy cane in here, any kind of little goodies that you want. I think Hershey Kisses are fun. And like I said, you can fit 7 in here. That is with the crinkle paper. I'm sure if you took the crinkle paper out, you could probably fit like 8 or 9. And next we are just going to close the bag, and to do that, you just want to gently push the sides in with your finger and then pinch it closed. And in this little bowl here, I have some cute little Christmas colored mini clothespins. And I'm thinking that green would look cute with this one. So I'm just going to clip that on to keep the bag closed. And the last step is to add any more decorations that you want. So you could add a little tag that says who this is to, or you can just do what I've done, which is just add a little bow to kind of decorate it up a bit. So the bows that I'm using are from the Dollar Tree. This is the pack that they come in. You get 12 and they come in green and red, and they are of course $1. So I'm just going to put a green one on this, and they have these little ties on the back which I just like to trim down. And then I'm just going to glue that right above the window here. So I'm just going to line that up. And sometimes you have to open the bag just so you can really secure it down. Give that time to dry. And you are done. So super cute little treat bag idea for the holidays. I think that these would make such cute little gifts for coworkers, especially just before Christmas time. So alright you guys, I hope that you found this tutorial helpful, and thank you so much for joining me for day 6 of my 12 Days of Craftmas series. Be sure to join me for day 7, which will be making some loaded hoop Happy Mail. And I always love making those, so that one will be a fun one. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments about how I made this, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, and I will do my best to get back to you. Also, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't for more crafty videos like this. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care and happy crafting, guys. Bye!